Hey guys, it's Jouelzy. It's time for another Pop Snark. We talk about everything from the low brow to the high brow as long as your eyebrows are on fleek. Clink, 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 clang. As always, stay blessed and unbothered. Mugs are now available on shop.smartbrowngirl.com. I have officially wrapped up my month of doing wig reviews. I did 4, which is a lot for me. I'm not really a fan of doing so much sponsored content in 1 month, but when we closed down the store to revamp, I took a financial hit, and this store is really what is funding my ability to do Pop Snark and Smart Brown Girl videos. So the more you support this and the bookstore, the less sponsored content I promise to do. Last week, I got to go to Charleston, South Carolina to sit in a Google YouTube panel about amplifying Black voices. It was an awesome sauce event. Once, I think the Young Turks will be putting out a vlog. It was great to meet all you guys out in Charleston. It was just like an awesome, amazing. I'm still reeling from the energy. Google gives us the opportunity to do more of these events because it was just great. What was also great during that weekend is, even though I found Charleston to be like kind of in your face, very southern, white privilege, like maybe a little bit racist, you know, Charleston has a very deep history in the slave trade. It was the largest slave port in the United States of America. It also had more slaves than white people when they were the first state, South Carolina, to secede from the Union during the Civil War. I think this would be a great time for those of you who don't know the history of the Confederate flag, which is directly tied to Charleston, South Carolina, again, that you check out my short video on the history of the Confederate flag. Also, while in Charleston, to wrap it up, Jordan Davis's parents sat at our panel and also presented the documentary on their son, who was killed for playing his music too loud at a gas station. So the documentary on Jordan Davis is called 3.5 Minutes, 10 Bullets. I got the opportunity to watch it. It is just amazing. It is everything. The documentary is so simple in the punch that it packs. You know, as a Smart Brown Girl, I will leave links down below to how you can view the documentary. Please go watch 3.5 Minutes, 10 Bullets. It is vital. Now let's get into some, like, I guess more shallow news, because girl, that was heavy. Oh, well, I didn't tell you guys what I'm sipping on. Probably because I'm only sipping on lemon water. I'm keeping it healthy. Yes, the only liquor I have left in my house is currently Crown Royal. You probably are tired of hearing me say that I'm drinking Crown Royal Apple. I'm just cheap. I buy 1 bottle of liquor at a time. Like, girl, let me know what you are sipping on in the comments down below. This past Sunday, the VMAs, the Video Music Awards, aired on MTV. Now, I was out enjoying life because I'm single, trying to mingle, and I actually need to meet some friends who will not betray me in Houston, because girl, my luck, ooh, just ain't here right now. So I was out at dinner enjoying a glorious meal, and I actually missed the VMAs. So I had to come home and watch it after the fact, which means I got the joy of fast forwarding through all the fuckery, things that I wasn't interested in, and all the commercials, which left me with about 20 minutes of a 3-hour program that I actually was interested in watching. If you ain't watch it, you ain't missed nothing, and I'm gonna quickly recap through the things that were actually, like, I guess, notable. The VMAs opened with Nicki Minaj performing. Now, I enjoyed the Trinidad Girl song. I actually, if I was ever going to lie about my ethnicity, I would definitely be like, what's up shop on the Trinidad? I love Trinidadian food. I like everything about Trinidad. Peardrots, roti, Polari, doubles, sorrel. It's just, I'm so hungry right now. Oh, but other than that, I mean, her bringing Taylor Swift out after Rumble, Bumble, Humbug on Twitter, like, I guess. I'm not like a hater of Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift is kind of mediocre as fuck to me, and that's just, everything about her is just like, okay, that's cute. If you like it, sure. Macklemore sang Downtown, which is another song that I absolutely do not get. Like, downtown! Like, what is that? Like, why? For what? No, actually, no, I'll pass. However, he did bring out Grandmaster Caz, Melly Mel, and Kool Moe Dee, 3 early hip-hop artists who definitely shaped the sound of hip-hop and allowed it to even be a thing in American culture. So big ups to him for going back to rappers that are often overlooked by the current mainstream rappers who don't entirely remember where they came from. I cannot identify which of them is which. I think Melly Mel is the one that's insistent on wearing schmedium shirts, like schmedium all-white outfits. forever and a day. But, you know, I mean, you know, it's wrong for me to throw shade, so I'm just going to stop while I'm ahead. You know, you can't get through an award show without white people offending black folks. So, of course, Rebel Wilson took it upon herself to wear a stripper police outfit while presenting the Best Hip Hop Video Award, because making a joke about Black Lives Matter campaigning against police violence is like funny to someone. I don't know who found that humorous. Probably not even Donald Trump, girl. No, it wasn't. Somebody on MTV staff wrote that shit. Somebody probably went to the black person on MTV staff and ran it by them. So I'm feeling like one of our own is co-conspirators in this fuck shit. But girl, like, y'all are all wrong. So Miley Cyrus hosted it, which means that we got to see Miley Cyrus stick out her tongue and be on the stage almost entirely naked in plastic outfits, because this is what Miley Cyrus does. Now, I don't actually like really hate Miley Cyrus, because her cover of Jouelzy, is that the song? Jouelzy with Dorothy, what's that one with Big Titty's name? Am I running a blank at the most inopportune time? Jesus be some memory. Let's just Google it. Jouelzy. Nope, that would be the chick from Love and Hip Hop. So Miley Cyrus's cover of Jolene with her godmama Dolly Parton, yes, exceptional. Like, Miley can really sing. Like, I might even like some of that Mike Will Made It shit too. And so I just want her to sing and shut up. That's what I want Miley to do. Not only does Miley not just sing and shut up, not only is she insistent on the twerking, the tongue, the appropriating black culture, the being naked all the time thing, but she also did an interview that came out like a couple days before the VMAs in the New York Times, where she's speaking to the rumble humbug that Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift had over Nicki Minaj tweeting about racism in the music industry, and Taylor not getting it because she's a mediocre white girl. I mean, she might be a little bit, she's like an above average mediocre white girl. Like, that's wrong. I don't know, I'm conflicted. However, Miley, as an actual white woman, has no right to interject on her opinion about whether Nicki was credible in saying what she was saying about how black women are treated in the industry. But Miley pretty much said that if Nicki was a nicer person, people might actually listen to her. And girl, you ain't even got to be from nowhere for them to be fighting words. You just got to be human. What seems like it was scripted, but apparently everybody is saying it was not. Nicki won some award that she was the only one who had the potential to win the award for. Was it for the best hip hop song, actually? Maybe? I don't know, because I just kept counting how many times Kendrick Lamar's All Right video was nominated, and it's amazing. My favorites, play them every morning because we gonna be all right. Did not win though. So Nicki just kind of segued, thanking her pastor Lydia, who has to be, I mean, some might say that she's the worst pastor ever. However, I believe in giving all glory to Jesus, and that one day he will provide me with the glory of some morning dick. So, you know, your pastors might do different things for different people. I don't know. I don't judge people's religious beliefs. However, she thanked her pastor, then immediately got real gangster with Miley. Like, yo, what's good though? How you gonna talk about me though? And I must say, to Miley's credit, she kind of swiveled to the left, dodged it a little bit, and then like let it roll off her back. I mean, she did the best she could do in that setting. But like, you know, sometimes hood shit endears me to people just a little bit more. And so that might have just endeared me to Nicki. Like, Nicki, you one girl. Speaking of pastors, was Justin Bieber baptized during the VMAs? Like, he flew up in the air and then came back down, and I think he was crying some tears of, like, I want to say white tears of being a fuckboy, but I don't know, maybe he was repenting from his fuckboy ways. The verdict is still out, we don't know. I was unimpressed. There has been some bumble about China, Black China, and Amber Rose's outfits. They both wore like skin tight outfits that had the word slut, hoe, you know, derogatory terms that have been thrown at them, and they're saying that it speaks to the feminist movement. And there's been some quabble about, well, does this really benefit feminism, especially for women of color? Does this actually benefit us in the feminist movement? And you know, I am of the belief that I don't have the right to control anybody's version of feminism. If that is your version of feminism, if you rock with that, thumbs up to you. I am of the opinion that we can actually have a discourse about what is beneficial and what is this really doing and what is the critical thought behind this. Yes, we can definitely talk about it. So with that said, I'm going to state that I don't think this is beneficial at all to the feminist movement. I don't think they're really considering the context in which women are actually being assaulted with these words, and how them coming out with their manufactured voluptuous bodies might be kind of counterproductive to the women who are getting shamed with these terms. I do think there's a conversation that can be had, and I'm willing to hear both sides, so go ahead and comment down below with your opinion on the movement. Now to get to Kanye. Kanye won some award that I believe MTV made just for Kanye to win. And of course, because marketing and clickbait, Taylor Swift presented the award. Now, interestingly, Kanye, who pretty much made Taylor Swift relevant through walking up on stage like 6 years ago, has it been that long? Are we all that old? He kind of lamented, and I guess in a Kanye-esque way, repented over his actions from that night and feeling guilt 6 years later over this situation. Now, what was most interesting was that he presents some questions in his 16-minute speech, I believe it was, and answers none of them. He says that him grabbing the mic from Taylor makes him think of his daughter, North, or maybe that his daughter, North, made him reevaluate that situation. But having a daughter does not make him reevaluate his statements about Tigger getting in early with Kylie Jenner, does not make him reevaluate any of his previous misogyny. I mean, I wonder if it makes him reevaluate wearing the Confederate flag on his concert apparel. You know, so many other things, but no, just Taylor Swift. So I guess he's accepting the award while completely shitting on the concept of award shows. Like, as much as like Kanye's intelligence is endearing, and I get Kanye's a Gemini, so his power of him making you think the shit he's saying actually makes sense is like on another level, just astrologically speaking. However, it don't really, like, no, I don't agree. And it's like Kanye on some levels, even when he's complaining about how the industry works, he's complaining because the industry is not working. It's not that he's against the cycle, in all honesty, it's just that he's against the cycle not working for him when he wants it to work for him, because even in the way he does things like releasing a pair of shoes that cost an insane amount, or putting out a clothing line that just looks like homeless people clothing and charging ridiculous amounts for it that he knows people are going to spend on it, he's still participating in the capitalism that he complains about. And so, you know, the duplicity of Kanye's mind is just ever interesting. And he says he's going to listen to the kids, bro, which I believe only Jaden Smith would ever understand. And then he's running for president in 2020. I'm looking forward to that campaign. That is really all I have on the VMAs. Stay blessed and stay unbothered. Support a smart brown girl. And I hope you enjoyed. I know it was a little short, but I know I owe you a week of videos because I did 2-minute wig reviews last month. So I'm going to get to it sooner than later. Thank you for supporting. Deuces!